Okay, altogether, whatever you have deployed, everything would be, what is that? License. Okay, yeah, next. Now storage. So storage is the main component, guys. What is that? Storage is the main component. Okay, here storage is the main component in the sense, you know, right? Nowadays, your personal data itself, it is getting increased by day, GBs and GBs of data. Am I right? Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Our mobile itself, every day we are taking one selfie. Am I right? Worst case, we are taking one selfie. One image size would be around, I can say 20 MB. Okay. So per day, if you consider an average, per day it will go, per month it will go 1 GB. Okay, per year 12 GB. That's why Gmail they have mentioned the limitation 50 GB. Am I right? 15
Yes.
GB. So that's why if you keep on taking the selfies, it will alert you like, please, there is no space. Please purchase the space. And all. Am I right? So to purchase the space, they are providing 1 TB for every month. You have to pay 225 rupees around. I'm not sure cost in between 200 to 400. So everything become as a business. Everything become as a business. Okay. So storage is the main part. Okay. Next. Now here, how we can store the data. Data always should be two types. What are they, guys? Anyone? In the world, data, two types. One is
Static data.
structured data. Another thing is what?
Binary.
Unstructured. Structured and unstructured data.
Okay.
Structured data means, see, whatever the data which is in readable format, that is what structured data. The data which is not readable format, what?
Image, photo, video, audio.
Yes, images, video, audio, they are just MDF files, right? We will not able to read it out. Am I right? Yeah, so like backups, video, audio, images, they are what? Unstructured data. So how can you segregate what is that structured data and how we can manage the permissions, that we will see model, these two modules. Okay, coming to the module 7 is networking. Okay, you know, right, in the world, each and every device, they are communicating together to one network. That is what? Internet. Okay, if you are coming to the internet, there are two types of networks. What are they? What are the two types of networks in the market? One is public, other one is what? Private. Public data, private data. Am I right? Yes or no, guys? Okay, public means the services which can be accessible from anywhere in the world. Okay, if you would like to deploy the services for public network, yes, you can deploy it. If you would like to deploy these services and consume it by your company employees or organization employees or internal employees, then we will go for what? Private network. What is that? Private network. Okay, clear? Next. Now, module 9 is the virtual machine. So how we can create the and deploy the virtual machines, how we can deploy the application on top of it, that we'll see in module 10. Okay, module 11. See, so far, whatever I discussed, they are comes under what? As, guys, as in the sense, infrastructure as a services. IaaS. What is the infrastructure as a services? Clear? Next, PaaS. PaaS in a sense, here we are discussing about app services. Okay, please remember in Azure, all artificial intelligence comes under PaaS base. What is that? All artificial intelligence in Azure comes under PaaS. Okay, let me clarify you. Go to copilot.microsoft.com. List of PaaS services in Azure UI. Okay, Azure OpenAI services, Azure AI search, computer vision, okay, and AI translator, AI speech, AI language, AI translator, and AI language. Okay, very simple. AI language, AI vision, AI speech, AI translator, AI document intelligence. These all comes under what? What is that? Comes under PaaS services, guys. So all Microsoft Azure AI services comes under PaaS, platform as a services.
So these are all available in as some of the existing services. We can use that.
Yes, they are providing existing services. Consume it, utilize it for your application. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Why? Because uh, I will give you best example. You know, right? In the market nowadays, if you would like to purchase uh, one flat in apartment, okay, what you will do? Simply we'll go and meet. What is that? Builder. That's it. Remaining documentation, everything they will process. Just you have to go and sign it in registration office. Am I right?
Right.
So even they are taking care about loans, they are taking care about document processing, they are taking care about everything. But charges finally they will give you like 1 lakh or 2 lakhs final amount. It will they will charge from you. That's it. Am I right? So if they ask you, hey, go and prepare that documentation, go and bring some, what is that, land related documents, go and bring some other PAN card, family members card, okay, all everything. If they keep on asking, what will happen? You will get irritated. Am I right? Finally, you will not go on. You will be in dial mode. Same way, this is the secret behind that of corporatives. They are providing everything. Why? Because backend to maintain infrastructure, that is the cost. Okay, that is the cost. Why? Because generally CPU cannot be used, guys. Whatever we are using, our laptops are using CPU based. What is that? CPU. CPU in a sense, central processing unit. Whatever we are using CPU based, okay, it won't support for AI. You need to go for GPU, graphical process unit. So that is developed by NVIDIA company. That's why it is very popular. NVIDIA, very popular nowadays. Why? Because they are designing chips which are related to AI. Okay, so that's why what is that? All Microsoft Azure AI services comes under PaaS.
Okay.
Hello? Yeah. So this is about what? PaaS services, right? Yeah. Now have a look. So this is about what? PaaS services. Next, we are going to discuss about backup and restore operations. How we can perform backup and restore operations for virtual machine storage data and all. Next, we are going to discuss about SQL Server. Okay, as you know that already, SQL Server. You know, Copilot backend database they are using Azure SQL Server only, guys. Here you can ask. Earlier it was displaying, now not sure. What is the backend database using by Copilot? We'll say now it is secret. Earlier it was displaying Azure, Microsoft Azure SQL Server, guys. It's not good. What is the backend database? RDBM.
What is this Copilot? This first class one?
Microsoft Copilot. Yeah, see guys, have you observed? Microsoft Copilot integrate with Azure SQL Server. What is that? Someone asking the question.
Copilot. What is this Copilot?
Yeah,
This
Copilot
first.
is the Microsoft Azure. Sorry, Copilot is the Microsoft AI tool. Have you not heard of so far?
I heard. Is it like?
It is a
I
search
mean,
engine, like you people are using Google search, right? In Google search, it
yes.
will give you multiple solutions. It will give you
Okay.
only one on one, only one solution, that is accuracy information.
Okay.
Yeah. Copilot is the AI tool, AI application where we can manipulate each and everything. Okay.
Mhm.
Going forward, Copilot is ruling by entire world, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, entire world.
Okay, so that will come as part of the pass, as you
Yes,
mentioned.
under pass.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions? Hmm.
So, I mean, is it some search engine only Copilot, or other than that, it do something else? Just like
Yeah, it is search engine. You can say, yeah, your word is correct. Search engine.
so whatever you go in the Explorer and we search for something else, and the backend Copilot is doing the action, or
Hello, hello.
yes,
Okay.
Hello, sorry.
yeah,
Copilot is the Microsoft product, guys. This is
mm,
like everything they have integrated. All Microsoft
okay,
products, they have integrated Copilot, guys.
okay,
Okay. Yeah, like Microsoft Teams, SharePoint. Okay, like
yep,
Azure,
okay,
Windows, everything. See, in Windows, so this is the Copilot. They have already integrated. You'll get like this. This is the Windows. Okay. Yeah, next. Okay. Yeah. Now, so this is about what syllabus. Next, module 15, this is the virtual machine app services, backup and restore operations. This is the identity management. Okay. So this is what? RBAC, how to manage the permissions. For example, you are in database administrator. I am VM administrator. As per VM administrator, I should have proper permissions to handle virtual machines. As a storage administrator, you should have proper permissions to handle these things. Am I right? So this is about what? Module 19. Module 20, traffic manager. Okay, module 20, traffic manager. So what is the traffic manager and how we can distribute the traffic, that we'll see module 20. Okay.
So this application traffic management only, when load balancing, that one.
Yes, application load balancer, correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, next PowerShell. So PowerShell, ARM template, Terraform, these all comes under IAC, guys. IAC means infrastructure as a service. IAC. What is that? Infrastructure as a services. That is about what? IAC. Clear? Yeah, next. Now, module 25th is GitHub. What is the GitHub? How can you manage the GitHub?
That's
How
a
can you...
repository, I would say.
Yeah, repository, source code management. For example, you are the developer, where we will maintain the source code in centralized repository called GitHub. Do you know GitHub is whose product? Come on.
It's open source, I would say.
No, Microsoft product it is.
Okay.
Now, GitHub is Microsoft product.
No,
Clear?
or earlier.
So
Both.
now Microsoft
No.
product. At 2022 December,
Okay.
Microsoft owns that GitHub.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Next. Now, see, this is what this is Azure DevOps portal. So, what is the DevOps and how we can implement the DevOps? You know, right? In the world, if you go for anything, automation will happen on top of virtual machine. That is the primary, guys. Am I right? If we do infrastructure automation, if we do application automation, if we do application deployment automation, finally the application should be deployed on top of what? Virtual machine only. Am I right? Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So how we can deploy the application on top of virtual machine and app services? App services comes under PaaS services. Okay, yeah, next. Now this is the DevOps. DevOps has five modules: Azure Board, Repos, Pipeline, Artifacts, and Test Plan. So what is the artifacts that we can configure for the solution? How we can manage the source code management? Okay, you know GitHub, just now I explained. So earlier that is the open source. Later Microsoft owns that GitHub. Do you know what is the Microsoft product? Like we can use source code management tool earlier. Do you have any idea?
SVN?
That is very old.
CVS.
Yeah.
Okay.
Team Foundation Server. Have you heard about it?
No.
Yes,
Okay.
I have
Later
used.
they have migrated into Azure repository. Visual Source, have you heard about it earlier? That is the tool, first tool. Next, they have migrated to TFS, Team Foundation Server. Next, they upgraded to what? Azure repositories. Got it? Okay.
Okay.
So how we can use that GitHub and the continuous integration and continuous deployment. Next, we will discuss about release management, how we can deploy the code. Next, we will discuss about Agile model, how we can deploy the model, and what is the Docker. Docker and Kubernetes are very popular topic nowadays. Do you know all Azure AI services, they are deploying under Kubernetes only, guys? Got it? Kubernetes is very popular. What is the Docker? What is the Kubernetes? What is the containerization? That all we will discuss about these modules. Next, 16 module is monitoring. Monitoring in the sense, after automate your application deployment or infrastructure deployment, we should know, right, the process, how it is going. Is there any issues? Okay, what was happened? That all we have to discuss about module 16. Okay, module 18 installation Docker on Windows, installation Docker on Linux. That we will see both. Next, module 20 is the Terraform, guys. You know, right? Terraform is a open source. Nowadays, infrastructure, automation, everything it is happening through Terraform only. Okay, so nowadays for every cloud computing, we are using Terraform. We are using Terraform. Hey guys, this is about what? Terraform template, how we can use it. Okay, Jenkins is part of not our AZ400 syllabus. Most of the people they are asking about Jenkins. I have added Jenkins, how we can provision the Jenkins server in Azure. Okay. Yeah, I am going to cover total AKS, guys. Azure Kubernetes services, not Kubernetes. Azure Kubernetes services. I will cover Docker in-depth installation, configuration of Windows, Linux, how to deploy the application, how to manage the Docker commands like Docker push pull or Docker run command. How we can use it. That all I will complete in detail. Only I am going to cover. Okay.
Then Terraform, what all the modules that we are going to cover?
Yeah, Terraform using, there is no separate models in Terraform. Okay, Terraform code, one is automation for infrastructure, like how to automate application deployment, how to automate infrastructure provisioning like virtual machine, storage account, database, how we can provision that we will use Terraform template.
So are we going to learn how we are writing the code?
Yes, yes. Yes, so that is the main point, right? So how we can develop the Terraform code and how to provision the services in Azure and how to deploy the code using Azure DevOps CI/CD pipelines. That's all I am going to do. Okay.
So as far as Terraform is concerned, Terraform itself has some certification. Okay, individual certification is there for the Terraform. So all the modules like for the I guess
No, for Azure, whatever the things are required. See, by default, they are providing the Terraform for Azure. So if official URL terraform.io. Okay. So if I go on here, like registry, okay, there are providers. See, Terraform for AWS, Terraform for Azure, Terraform for Google Cloud. So whatever the Terraform is required for Azure, I will cover. Got it. If I go for documentation, so this is what Terraform for Microsoft Azure. That's it. So Terraform, it is not a isolated, guys. It has been integrated with one of the cloud vendor. That's it. Got it?
but Terraform is like used for all the clouds, right? That means
Yeah,
it's
that's what I am presenting here, right? Terraform used for AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, Kubernetes, Alibaba, Oracle.
correct.
I am going to cover Terraform for Azure. So syntaxes would be same, guys. Just instead of AWS, you have to mention Azure. That's it. So same templates can be go ahead and deploy any cross cloud platform.
Okay.
Clear? Yeah. So this is about what? Overview of syllabus AZ400, AZ104. So far, go through that. Already the syllabus they have mentioned in the site, or else I will share with you. Okay. Tomorrow, I am going to discuss about how to subscribe for Azure free trial and how to, what is that? We will go through that Azure portal, how to deploy one service in Azure. These two, we will complete it in next session. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Tomorrow you'll come back. Bye. Have a great day. Take care.